Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, my dear students. How are you? I hope you are enjoying the best of health. I welcome you in my class that is English for grade 5. We are learning Unit 3. Its title is A Visit to a Village. My dear fellow teachers, this lesson plan, PowerPoint presentation, worksheet links are given. You may click it, download it, follow it as it is or modified for your convenience. I'm going to deliver my lecture according to this lesson plan. Yes, my dear children, today under the title of grammar, we are going to learn about parts of speech. Before this, in English for grade 4, I have taught you about nouns, common noun, proper noun, verbs, remember? If not, you may watch this video lecture again. And today we are going to learn further to organize vocabulary items learnt in class and from the extended environment, that's including media, in a notebook according to parts of speech and word family. Change part of speech of a given word. These are our today's SLOs. Let's start with the name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah mentions in Quran, Surah Al-Baqarah, verse 31, and He, Allah, taught Adam alayhi salam the names, all of them. Then He showed him to the angels and said, inform me of the names of these if you are truthful. Subhanallah, my dear children, you see this beautiful verse, what it tells us. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created everything, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala named everything, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala taught these names to Adam alayhi salam. And we are still learning all these names. And one thing more, my children, what I want you to focus on this, Allah has named everything. That's why we should call the names correctly. And even when we are talking to each other, we should call our names nicely, right? So this is the, every name is sacred, all right? So we are still learning all the names, and you tell me what are the nouns and what do you know about verbs and what are adjectives? Do you remember we have learned all these things? So pause the video, answer these questions to your teacher and then come back. Yes, my dear children, I hope you could recall nouns, everything around us that we can see, hold, touch or feel has a name, and that is called a noun. It may refer to a person, a place or thing. Right? Here, look at this picture. Everything has a name. So I want you to pause the video and try to name everything which you find in this picture. Yes, my dear children, I hope you could recall many nouns from this picture. Now the next is, I ask you what a verb. The action is something, like the action is verb, and what is action? It's something that someone is doing. For example, sleeping, sitting and napping. So even though there is no movement, there is still an action. There is still a verb. So every action is a verb, right? Its examples are, what is she doing? She is thinking something. So to think is an action. Is a verb. Sleep. Apparently she's not doing anything. She's not moving. But sleep is a verb. Oh, yummy, yummy. He's eating something. Eat is a verb. All right. And what is adjective? An adjective tells more about a noun, such as color, age, quality, quantity, size, etc. All the words which tell these things about nouns are adjectives, even more than that, okay, which tells us more about a noun, okay. For example, boy, we know it's a noun. Young boy, this word is telling us something about this noun, that's why it's adjective. Green tie, tie is a noun, and this word is telling us about its color, this is adjective. Remember, we have learnt all these things. Good. So Strong boy. Again, strong is telling us something about noun, so it's adjective. My dear children, these are parts of speech. Whatever words we use, they make a combination which we call parts of speech. There are 8 parts of speech: noun, pronoun, verb, adjective, adverb, preposition, conjunction, and interjection. These all together, these 8 parts are known as parts of speech, all right? And today our focus will be on noun, verb, and adjective. As I explained all these 3 parts of speech to you, so our focus is about these parts of speech. Altogether there are 8, but in today's lecture we'll focus on these 3. All right? So let's see, what does your book say about it? Nouns, adjectives, and verbs are parts of speech. Yes, we know, we just recalled it. A noun names the things, and adjective tells more about a noun, such as color, age, quality, quantity, size, etc. And a verb is an action, for example, sleep, write, eat, etc. Right? So these 3, we are going to focus these 3 parts of speech for today's lecture. We can change a word to a noun by adding er, ist, and ment. Better now, as I told you, there are 8 parts of speech. One can be converted into other. One part of speech can be converted into other part of speech. There are different rules. So today we are going to learn rules for noun, verb, and adjective. So first thing we learned is, if you want to change a word into noun, you may add er, ist, or ment to that verb, to that word, it becomes a noun. All right. The second is, we can change a word to a verb by adding ize. It becomes a verb. And we can change a word to an adjective by adding ing, full or able. Okay? Are you getting it? No problem. I'm going to explain it through an example. You see, here it is. Read. We know it's a verb. When I add er to this verb, it becomes reader, and reader is a noun. Right? When I add ing, it becomes reading, and reading at a time is a verb as well as an adjective. If I say, these are my reading glasses, so this reading becomes adjective for this sentence. Do you understand? So this is how we have taken one part of speech, verb, by adding er, by adding a suffix. Remember suffix? Yes, a letter or a group of letter, when it's added to the end of a word, it is called a suffix. So we are adding a suffix to this verb. It becomes a noun by adding er, and it becomes adjective by adding ing. You got it? All right, there is another example. This is enjoy. Again, it's a verb. When I added a suffix ment to it, it becomes enjoyment, and it's a noun. You see, again, we have converted a verb into a noun. And when I added able, able, it becomes enjoyable, and it's an adjective. So one word, two a noun, and to an adjective. And my dear children, when we are using one word and we are giving them different parts of speech, it is known as word family. This enjoy, enjoyment, enjoyable, all together these 3 words are word family. Okay, you got it? All right, there is another example. It's a novel. Novel, the novels you read. Okay, it's a noun. When I added ize, novelize. So we learned this is the rule to make a verb, so it becomes a verb. And if I added ist, novelist, we know the one who writes the novel. So novelist is noun, and novelty is adjective. You got it? You see, we have taken one word and we have changed it into different parts of speech, right? This is how we can take a word and we can change it for different parts of speech. And once again, all these words together, they are known as word family, right? Okay, so let's exercise this practice through an activity. Teacher will divide class in 3 groups. And teacher will write a word on board. Now each group have to change the part of speech of that word by adding suffixes we just learned. Okay, so one will convert it into noun, the other will verb, and the other will adjective. This is how all 3 groups are going to participate. So dear teachers and my dear students, pause the video, enjoy this activity, and then come back. Yes, my dear children, are you done with it? Good job. So we are going to practice this in your book. Pick the words from the given box and write them in the relevant column. Change the part of speech of the given words. Here is a word bank. You have to write these words. First, you will take a word, write it into the relevant column, and then from this word, you have to complete it for noun and adjective, and likewise for all these. You will make a table of 3 columns and you will complete this work. So pause the video, complete this work in your book. Table is already there in your book. So practice it and then come back. Yes, my dear children, are you done with it? I hope you did it nicely, and better we need more practice, inshallah. That's why I'm giving you a homework. You will locate 5 words from Unit 3 and change these words into other parts of speech. Okay, so only you'll stay focused for noun, verb, and adjective. And for example, the located word is noun, you'll have to convert it into verb and adjectives, and likewise so on. All right, and this practice you will do just for 5 words. Are you clear? All right, I'm giving you 2 worksheets for practice, my dear fellow teachers. These worksheets, lesson plan, PowerPoint presentation links are given. You may click it, download it, and kindly provide printed worksheet to students for practice. So in practice 1, there is a word bank. You just have to classify according to their parts of speech, noun, verbs, and adjectives. And here you have to change them into other parts of speech. All right. So in this way, what we have learned, we were able to recall the learned part of speech, and we learned that we can change a word to a noun by adding ERIST and ment, MENT. We can change a word to a verb by adding IZE, and we can change a word to an adjective by adding ING, FUL, and ABLE. So in this way, we achieved our SLO to organize vocabulary items learned in class and from the extended environments, including media, in a notebook according to parts of speech and word family. And we changed part of speech of given word. Right? Are we done with it? Yes. So that's it for today. Tomorrow I'll come again with a very interesting lesson. Till that time, keep learning, keep practicing, take very good care of yourself and the people around you. Thank you, and Allah.